Hi, YouTube. I hope you're all doing well. I've had on my mind since Monday, well, not that long ago, but it's happened so many times that people are like making videos when they're in a bad mood. And how many times have you gotten up and you're in just like the most extraordinary mood? That could, you know, it could change in a heartbeat. Because you're picking up somebody else's lower vibration and putting it onto other people through your attitude. Now, if you're talking about what's going on in the world and you're specifically um, pointing out like a misjustice or injustice of some sort, uh, and it's got you a little irritated because people don't seem to be picking up on what you're trying to lay down. Uh, that can be frustrating, and you could get like maybe a tone in your voice or agitation or anger or whatever the case may be. But to know full well that you're really not in good spirits, and it'll come through in your writing and your voice and that type of thing. And it hasn't only happened to me like one time. I trusted people and I got on to watch a video and ended up having my day bummed out because of their vibration. Now, like, I don't know if they had, like, maybe an argument with their kid or their spouse or their heart is sad. I understand all that. But we need to go in prayer before we get on here. We need to clear our energy before we pass it on to other people because, like I say, I was trusting and I laid my trust at the feet of two people that betrayed me on Monday. Two people right in a row that I trusted, two men that I trusted and looked up to for their opinions and their outlooks on things in life, and ended up getting my vibe trashed because of what I was consuming. So, I mean, if we're talking about and once again, people, if I get cut off with this little phone, my new camera isn't going to be here for a while, so please forgive me. I'll always be back, but if that's what happens, that's what it is. But I just thought it was really important to speak on this because you know you know okay, what if you write something in a comment section to somebody that the day before, maybe their father beat them up and they have suicidal thoughts today, and you come in there and you say something exceptionally cruel or stupid or thoughtless, and they end up having hardships because of what you laid down on them. You see what I'm saying? So I just thought it was really important to speak on this because, yeah, it bummed me out. And then I tried to watch the same couple people, and well, one of them's with Lionel Nation because I can't believe somebody that believes so strongly in the American Constitution would ever call for a child of the United States to be adopted out of our country and have its God given rights through the Constitution in our country totally taken away, and their citizenship. They have, they're born with the Social Security number. They're a part of our country. How dare you suggest such a thing? I'm going to make a separate video just on that because it's just being ignored. And talk about ignorance. Somebody that doesn't even know what it's like to be adopted would want somebody of another culture. That's ridiculous. That's what I went through. No, that's not appropriate. I don't care who thinks it is. You would be talking out of some place that isn't connected to your head. That's the nicest way I could put it, because I almost put it really bad there. Because I've seen, I was 15, my best friend took her life because of being placed in the wrong place with the wrong people. And if you don't know what you're talking about, and if you're going to put a lower vibe on people, I guess this video is about two different things that are on my mind. So I'll leave it there right now so I don't get cut off. I might be back, but I think it's really important that if you're going to go out in public and you have anything to say to the masses, and you want to make an impact and you don't want to harm anybody, that you really need to go in prayer, and unless you really think you're above all that. But I know that God has put teachings before people's lives, and they've just ignored them. They're like, oh, don't need that. I'll find out what I need to know on my own. How are you going to do that when God already, it's like that. He sends you a helicopter, a life raft, and help from a neighbor, and then you deny all of them, and then you're sitting there swearing at God because you're not getting any help. Yeah, well, I think you got the point, but I can't make anybody listen to reason, but I can tell you that if you're putting your bad vibe, if you're walking out in this world with a bitter sense and you're putting that on, you're wrecking hundreds of people's days, not just your own, not just the person that put it on you, or if it's yours individually. You're all sharing in that, and you're putting it on other people. And that video or that writing or whatever it will be out there forever. And I just want you to think on that, because it's a pretty important thing. The same with this adopting children out of our country, you fucking asshole. Believes in the Constitution wholeheartedly, but not enough to apply it to an infant. That I've got to put a lot of thought into how I'm going to say all this, but I'm not done. I got more to say, because some of you know I wrote a letter to our state legislator concerning adopted children, and finding more help for them instead of placing them in individual homes where most times than not they are abused and it's overlooked. So, all right, thank you for joining me. I'll talk to you soon. Have a really beautiful night or day wherever you're at. Peace and love from Pine City, Minnesota, USA.